We're on our way to Kensington.
Don't you want to introduce?
Yes, we're on our way to Kensington program site. I'm with Sarah, our head of fundraising. Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
And with this lovely young lady who's our program lead at KenStep. Is that right? And what's your name?
My name is Jessica, and as you said, project leader of KenStep.
Wonderful. And maybe Sarah can repeat her question because it was a really good one.
Well, I was just interested why Jessica chose to volunteer and what it's meant to you to volunteer.
I think what it comes down to is that at the end of the day, you're there for the kids, and you build a connection with those kids, and that's the reason you go back week after week. I suppose that's really it. We can't make a considerable difference when it comes to their actual academic grades, because we only essentially do one lesson, one math lesson a week, or one science lesson a week, or one English lesson a week. So in terms of their actual academic marks, how much we can actually change their actual percentages by, like, sometimes that isn't really that much. Where our biggest difference comes in is that we really act as mentors and support and give the kids a safe environment. So you really build a connection. I know I was in older project for 2 years before I joined the younger project, and I still have those kids who I tutored in my first year. They still message me today and say, "Oh Jess, are you going to come to our Valentine's Day concert and like come watch me model?" And
that is so cool.
So you keep that relationship with them, and then you sort of, if you can really build on it. So I've kept in communication with them, and I'm checking now. My older kids are wanting to apply for university. So we had a look at, last year we had a look at their options. They all wanted to do medicine, and we found out that some of them couldn't do medicine because of certain sort of restrictions and regulations and stuff. So we found other options for them, and I give them past papers and really try to support them from that angle. So I think really what it is you act as a mentor for those kids, and you're there as like a safety net. We also, with our younger kids, especially the grade 7s, are going through quite a lot emotionally. It's quite an unstable age and period in their life. So to be that support, to be like someone for them to come speak to when they need someone, and we do. We have kids who are going through really tough times, whether it's they're being teased because they don't have a nice uniform, which is something that seems so silly to us, makes a big impact in their life. And so just to be there to speak to them, to help them, support them, and get through the tough times, I think is really why I keep doing this.
Oh, that's amazing. Doing great work. Thanks, Jessica. Nice talking to you. Did you have another question for her, Sarah?
I did want to ask, what do you think the difference is between the students who have that mentoring and don't? So you can't measure their academic performance. But maybe because you kept in touch with some of your previous students, maybe you've seen their self-confidence improve or their belief. Do you think that they get a different perspective because of their interaction with the SHAWCO volunteers? How do you think we change perceptions and their belief that they can change their realities? Obviously, a lot of these the communities we're going into are impoverished. These children with hard lives, what's the impact do you think we're having there?
Well, I think that is sort of the most important impact, and it is the fact that you come in and so we don't change their marks that much, but you change their attitude to life, essentially. So where a lot of the kids that they go to school with might not actually see an end goal. A lot of them don't see the end goal. So they're sort of living day to day, trying to get through the daily challenges, and aren't focusing on where they can be in the future. A lot of them don't believe that they can go to university, that they can achieve big things. So I think that's a lot of what we can help with, is that we sort of help them to set goals and really understand that they can make something of their own lives, as opposed to just doing what everyone else in their community has always done. So I think that's where the big step up is. We're hearing a lot of, especially in the Kensington area, we are getting a lot of feedback that our students who have been through the programs are getting into universities, are getting the highest marks in their class. So I think
that's incredible.
Yeah. So it's not, we're not going to see a term-to-term change in academics or term to term, you might not notice the little things, but at the end of the day, you come out with a kid who is, absolutely more confident, believes in themselves, and is like trying to go out there and change their life and do the best they can, which at the end of the day, that's the most important thing. So, and I think that's why our program is so special, because it gives those kids like a step up. So at the end of the day, they can do something with themselves and their lives.
Thank you, Jess. Thanks for talking to us again. So this is Dominique, your girl Dominique, and we're on our way to Kensington to the STEPS program. So let's see what that has to offer us.